Hello, and welcome to the Loveology podcast, where we talk about love and life with laughter. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Jason.
He's the carefree one.
She's the serious one.
And we're married.
We have been since 2012, and we like to think of ourselves as a couple of loveologists.
Not because we are the experts, but because we just love love.
We enjoy studying and talking about it, so we thought, let's just start a podcast.
A place where we can share what we have learned about love, relationships, and marriage.
You can share what you've learned, and we can all grow together.
So here we are. Are you ready?
Let's get started. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up?
Oh, no.
How y'all doing tonight? This is another.
What was that supposed to be?
That was supposed to be my Martin Lawrence impersonation. WUZ, whatever. What's up off of Martin? You used to watch Martin, right?
Yeah, of course.
What
kind of question is that?
My throat, I couldn't get all the way up that way, so it's all love. But how you doing today, love?
I'm doing good. I'm doing better now that is over.
What? Oh, okay. See, she acting brand new. She always act brand new when we have company in the house.
Yes, we do have company today. This is another single special episode.
It's a single special. I like the single special episode.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
And we have my lovely, beautiful sister. Name is Cecily.
What's up, Cecily?
Hey,
how
Cecily.
you doing?
Hey y'all, I'm good.
What's up? You country too, just like
Oh
us.
my god.
She trying to sound sweet.
I am sweet.
She's not.
I am sweet. And I'm the baby sister, by the way.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Hey y'all.
Mhm.
Okay, well, Cecily, we're just gonna kind of talk to my sister. She's been single for a little minute now, and so we just kind of want to talk about enjoying the single life.
Right.
People always act like the single life is all gloom and doom. Is
Well,
that the
yeah.
phrase?
Well, people always, we're here on Loveology, because we're married. They,
Mhm.
they get they kind of get it misunderstood that we're just going to talk about married life,
Mm-hmm.
But it's important to love yourself. We talk about that,
Yeah.
and being single, and it's okay to be single, right?
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about how life is with Cecily and enjoying the single life, huh?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, Cecily. So let everybody know how old you are and how long have you been single?
Hey, hold on. What's that? ASL, age, sex, location. Remember that back in the
Huh?
online?
A6 location.
You don't remember that?
No.
Oh my god.
Oh, you probably didn't have internet. That was back in the dial-up days. We used the instant messaging chat,
Yeah.
and they were like ASL, age, sex, location.
I have no idea what y'all talking about.
Yeah.
So moving right along.
Yeah. Back in the Black Planet days.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm 29. I currently reside in Florida.
Watch out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been
This is
treating me well.
Sunshine State.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that the? Oh, okay.
I've
Yeah.
been around, baby. Obviously, you haven't.
Yeah. Okay. I have. I've been to Florida multiple times. But whatever. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, obviously I'm female, but
We don't know.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I'm female, and I was.
So turn my mic up, like we
Yeah.
had to- Turn my mic up.
If you're doing a sex location.
Yeah. And how long have you been single?
I've been single for I don't know, almost 5 months now.
Okay.
Mhm.
5 months.
Yeah.
All right.
So are you single?
I really wasn't even in a committed relationship this last one, so probably longer than that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's jump in with some questions.
So are you single ready to mingle, or you just single working on self?
For right now, I am single working on self, but with the intention of being single ready to mingle.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a few things I need to get settled first.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess that's a good segue into my question of why do you think you are single?
Well, I don't have any prospects at the moment. Like I have a profile on Bumble, but I'm not.
Bumble.
Yeah, I'm not actively using it right now.
What's Bumble?
You've never heard of Bumble?
Like Bumblebee?
Well, yeah, it's like Bumblebee, but it's just Bumble. It's just called Bumble. You can network with careers, and you can,
Ah.
and you can use it as a dating site, and you can just use it to find a best friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
To find a best friend.
So
Yeah,
hold on,
it's
best
actually-
friend. Is that code for?
No. It's not code at all. It's literally, hey, I live in this area. I can meet up with a group of people, and you just kind of build relationships, friendships from there.
Yeah, some of my homies in the wolf pack, we call it friends with benefits.
No, it's literally not that though. It's with the intention of, because it's hard as adults to actually create friendships.
I can agree with that.
When you're children, you just like, hey, can you want to be my friend?
Right.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Yeah. So, but now it's like, hi,
Right.
let this
Awkward.
Yeah, but it's always been pretty easy for me to make friends. I'll just speak to you and ask you your whole life, So I really haven't had that issue. It's with other people who's not used to that, and then they think I'm just trying to be in their business when I'm just trying to be their friend.
Right.
Yeah.
So what do you think is some of the biggest misconceptions about why you're still single? So when somebody find out that you're single, like, what do people say certain things, or they think of certain things?
You must be crazy because you beautiful. Ain't that what
That's the line the guy laid on me, but he was just joking.
Well, I mostly get asked that from females. Men don't really ask me why I'm not married. They're quite surprised that I've never been married or have ever had children or anything like that. They're like, "Oh my God, really?"
Right.
And I'm like, "Yeah."
Because it's like a fine line between staying unmarried without children. Because at one point you like, you don't supposed to have kids, boys, but books before boys because boys bring babies, right? And then as soon as you cross that line, it's like a very thin line. And it's like, what? You don't have any kids? That's something's wrong with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've actually had men say, can you have them?
Right.
Yes, I just intentionally didn't have them.
Okay.
Because I want a partner first. I want a husband first.
Yeah.
Because to me, children are much longer than marriages. It's like forever. You know what I'm saying?
That is
so
true.
Your marriage is supposed to be forever too.
Yeah,
Supposed to, but you can get a
children are
divorce.
forever.
Right. You can't get a divorce. You can't divorce your kids.
Exactly. I still have to see you because I have a kid by you.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Not playing these games.
Right.
Yeah, but women, why aren't you married yet? And they're mostly young. They're like 20, asking me, why aren't you married yet? And I'm like, because I said no. I've had a few proposals, and I just said no.
Well, you had somebody propose to you. You can tell me that story.
Talk to her. How did it go?
Well, one of them was just trying to keep me. He saw me leaving.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one
Did he have a ring? Was it planned out?
No. That's the reason why I say he was just trying to keep me.
Oh, okay.
Because he didn't have no ring. He wasn't planned out at all.
Yeah.
He just thought that I would be like, "Oh my God, yeah, I want to get married." I'm like, "No, I don't want to marry you." Like
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh no, oh my God." And then the other one, he just started telling people that we were engaged. He never asked me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so I was
Psycho.
like, excuse me, you didn't ask me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so nah. And I was about 23 when that happened.
Have you ever had any ladies hit on you?
In the Army, yeah.
Army strong.
They
tried to
I had a
strong
lot
you.
of ladies coming after me, and I was like, I'm not gay. Am I giving that off? And like no, we can tell. We just want to see, if you're interested, like if you would like to try.
Right.
You want to shoot
like,
your
no.
shot? Shoot your shot. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm good. I was like, I just don't like girls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they was like, oh, okay, no problem. But Dave was like, I just had to try though. And I was like, oh, okay, and would laugh and just go ahead about our business and, continue on.
Yeah.
But, yeah, but I think the biggest misconception is that, I'm just like waiting around for the one.
Mm-hmm.
And I personally don't think that there's a such thing as the one.
Mm-hmm.
I think you just come into a mutual agreement,
Right.
that you're gonna do life together and witness each other's lives.
Well, that's interesting. So, but you don't think that there's somebody that's like a good fit for you?
Yes, I think there's some people that's a good fit for you. Yes, but I
Right.
don't think.
There's one person out of all these billion people. On the
Yeah, I
planet Earth.
think it's based off your intelligent choice.
Right.
Like you just, like, oh, we like the same things. Yeah, we have some differences. But we can agree on. The most important thing for me is religion. So you have to believe in God and in Jesus for me to even consider you
Right.
as a potential mate.
Right.
So just the basic foundation
Mm-hmm.
of your core values need to line up with mine. And that's pretty much it. I need you to be kind.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really have a specific type. I've had black boyfriends, Mexican boyfriends, white boyfriends.
Right. So black, white, Asian, Caucasian.
Yeah.
I heard that.
So, yeah.
So you have a list of things? Do you have it written down or? Just?
Only of their characteristics.
Okay.
Like, number one, they have to believe in God.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, they have to be considerate.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just feel like that encompasses a lot of different things. And then number three, you have to be kind.
Okay. So what if the guy has all your characteristics, but he has a couple of baby mamas, right? And he has a minimum wage job. Would you give him a shot?
If he has a minimum wage job, he needs to have ambition.
And a couple of baby mamas.
No.
So so if you got 2 baby mamas, you're out. If you got 2 kids with 1 baby mama, possibility? You're towards the bottom of the list.
Yeah, you're pretty much at the bottom
of
the totem pole.
Speaking of age, so you said depending on how old you are, what's the oldest you would go, and what's the youngest?
I like an older man.
Okay, seasoned.
Yeah, so
a little gray hair, possibly.
Yeah, I like
gray hair.
40.
Well, seasoned.
Oh, that's Jason has gray hair, so
ain't no wrong being seasoned. You got gray hair.
I know, right?
Talking about some gray hair.
Shoot, I got gray hair like I'm 60 years old or something.
You still a good sissy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So about a good 40. Okay.
Yeah.
That's your ideals.
I've always liked older gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't really. If you're 27 and younger, there's a no-go.
You out of there because mentally they just shot.
I mean, nowadays just kind of seem like it, but of course, there's some mature people out there. I was very mature for my age.
Yeah.
When I was young.
But you're also a woman.
Well, there's some mature guys out there.
Yeah, well.
It's all about, I understand what you're saying. It's all about the maturity, and most likely it's gonna come in an older man. But it's some real immature older men too.
That's true.
That is true.
That is very true. Very much so.
Yeah.
You just never know. But go ahead. I was just about to say.
I've always been pretty mature for my age, so I think I would recognize that pretty quickly if he's a older man, because I would be disgusted by it much faster. Like, you're an older man and you're this immature, that's a no-go.
Right.
To go. Yeah.
So I think you answered this a little bit, but what are some of the most frustrating things that people say or ask you about the fact that you're still single?
I just don't like the tone. Mostly when are you getting married? Like, that is the ultimate goal.
Yeah.
To achieve, when there's other things in life to achieve. It's not the only thing. It's a great thing being married and going through that, but it's also a great thing being single. Right. And I don't think people realize that you literally only have 10 years from when you exit your parents' house. That's your 20s. And that's it.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's it.
Basically.
So you literally just have 5 years to yourself. Say if you get married at 25 or something. you've only been at your parents' house for 5 years.
Yeah.
I mean, well,
some people.
I started at 17.
Yeah, some earlier.
Yeah. Well, because
Yeah.
you graduated early.
I graduated at 17.
Yeah, I graduated 17 as well.
And I was on my own.
But you know what? Some kids still are in their parents' house at 20, 30.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't say
old.
I was completely on my own. It's not.
I was completely on my own.
Yeah.
So back to you, Cecily. You talked about you're not necessarily ready single to mingle just yet. You're still working on yourself on certain things, right? What are some of those things that you're working on right now?
Physically, mentally, I've been watching a lot of like YouTube videos with that Esther Perel lady. I like her.
Never heard of her.
She was on the Red Table Talk with J.D. Pinkett Smith.
Who is Jada Pinkett Smith? I'm just
What's
joking.
Life? Oh my God. Yeah, but I was so happy I saw that episode because now I'm addicted to all of her YouTube subscription and her podcast.
Are you talking about that foreign lady?
Cool. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're going to be talking about her.
Oh, okay.
She got some good stuff.
Yeah, she's really awesome. And so just working out, and now I'm moving to different, from the place I'm currently residing to my own apartment, just so I can be more comfortable.
So you have roommates right now, basically?
Yeah. So once I get my new apartment, I won't have any roommates. Just gonna be me, myself, and I.
Awesome.
Well, I kind of wanted to say something about the fact that like some of this frustrating stuff that people say, because I actually knew a guy in the Navy that said that he got pressured all the time. Like, when are you gonna get a woman? When are you gonna settle down? And when are you gonna have kids? And he was like, y'all need to stop pressuring me to have kids. Like, so it actually happens to guys too.
Yeah.
And I've taken the standpoint of I really don't ask people when are they going to settle down, or I don't try to hook my friends up unless they have expressed to me that they want to date. Unless you told me that you're kind of looking for somebody, then I'm just going to assume that you happy over there, because you could very well be happy. Being single doesn't mean that you're sad. So let's go into what are some of the benefits that you can see of being single.
The
freedom.
The biggest thing. That was just what I was about to say.
Does somebody want to be free over there?
You can just come and go without having to tell anybody where you are, or it's just its own thing. Being single is its own thing, just like being married is its own thing. And I believe once you feel really good in your singledom, just enjoying yourself as a person, then you'll be able to enjoy being married, because then you won't feel like that you're sacrificing something. Like, I say that I enjoy my freedom and everything like that, but I also feel like I'll enjoy being able to come home to somebody.
Right.
But
it's a different type of freedom.
Yeah, it's just a different type of freedom. Yeah.
It's a different type of situation. Yeah, because I enjoy my single life,
Right.
And so since I enjoy my single life, I'm not missing it. Like, man, I want to miss the good old days. No.
Exactly.
Today is a good day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have to think about, reminisce on how it used to be, how I used to hang out with the boys. And I do miss playing spades and bones. I do miss that. But I know my man Josh, as soon as he come back from I think he went to Siberia this time. I don't know where he went to. I'm gonna go ahead and bust his head in them bones, and we're gonna get that back going again. But no, I enjoy my single life, and now I'm enjoying married life.
So you definitely feel like you enjoy married life more because you had your time to.
Totally, I conquered being single. I won.
Yeah, that's how I feel like every single person should be. That's the mentality that I have taken on. Like, well, I just need to use your word, I need to conquer being single. Like, I need to be out here living my best life and just loving me completely and knowing what I'm willing to accept and what I'm not willing to accept, and just building deeper relationships with the new friends that I've made now. Just moving out to Florida right after ending my contract with the Army, you
Right.
know. So that's been really fun.
Right.
That's been really fun to get to be able to do that and to just, you know, meet up with them, with the friends that I've made, or just be alone in my room.
Yeah.
Because some days I'll look at, you know, our grandmother who raised us and my sister, y'all be, the kids be, like, do y'all ever get a quiet moment to
No.
yourself?
Sister was like, Sister's been here with us hanging out, and she was like, this house is never quiet. I'm like, no. If I'm lucky, I could get both of the kids down to sleep at the same time, and I may have an hour of quietness throughout the entire day. But no, if one of them is up in my face,
right,
laying on me, you know, it's something going on all the time.
Quiet hours are at, you know, after midnight.
Yeah,
you know, and then you're sacrificing your sanity for the next day.
Yeah,
right.
You know,
for sure. Well, I know a lot of people who may know me personally may not know that I actually considered never getting married. Did you know that? I told you this before.
Yeah, you told me. You know, she saw me and then she was like, I gotta get him. I gotta get a piece of that guy.
Yeah, for a while I just didn't know if I was gonna do it because I just, you know, I've just always been a lovey-dovey, I want to save the world type of person.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that having a family would require, if I wanted to do it well, would require a lot of my time. Right. And a lot of my energy, and I'm happy to do that if I decide to get a family. But for a little second there, I was like, do I want a family? Because I just want to join the Peace Corps, and I just want to, you know, rock sick babies, and I just, you know, I want to be able to give all my energy to just helping the world.
Yeah.
Right.
And of course I can still do that, but you know, I obviously just cannot give that as much as my attention that I want. So, you know, yes, I guess I saw Jason and I don't know.
I had to get some of that.
Oh my God.
I
always known that I wanted to be married and to be a mother.
Right.
Because I've always been a very affectionate person. Ashley can tell you.
Yes.
And a very nurturing person.
Mm-hmm.
And I've actually been taken advantage of by men. Because I need to nurture you. So I need to be able to be myself in a safe space.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So I feel like I'll actually really be able to be myself, once I do get married,
right.
You know, because now I can really, really give you, you know, affection and nurturing and really be my best self, you know, because that's who I am at my core is compassionate.
Right.
And, you know, I won't be taken advantage of.
Right.
You know, so.
Yeah. Well, I definitely had a good time. I think part of the reason why I joined the Navy as well was to just have like this big adventure. I was single and I just wanted to do something, you know, just really, you know, different.
Right.
And and travel and serve my country. And so that was, I wasn't, I signed up for the Navy and then I wasn't single anymore when me and Jason connected and started dating. But my original thought of joining the military was to just go do something that I would not do if I was married.
Yeah.
And had children.
That's the reason why I did not re-enlist, because I saw that, no, I will not be able to have a family in the Army. If they want you to have a family, they will issue you one.
Yeah. You know,
they say they're all about family, but
shout out to the military families. You know, when you come across a military family, tell them thank you for your service too.
Yeah, thank the actual service member and the spouse.
And the spouses.
Because it's hard.
No, I was the only one. So let's luckily check this out. So this is awesome. 3 of us, 3 different branches. I was Air Force, my wife was Navy, and Cecily was Army. So I think that's a shout out to us. Shout out to us veterans. Thank you, your gals, for your services, and y'all can thank
Same
me.
to you.
Whatever.
Same to you.
So I was on the side of being the actual service member and being deployed and all that good stuff. And I had some girlfriends, you know, throughout those different deployments. But I also had a chance to be the spouse as well because my wife was deployed.
Yeah.
So definitely a different dynamic. I think being a spouse is harder. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been on both sides. So I think spouses being hard is harder because if you're the service member and you're away, you can kind of keep your mind off of what you're missing through work, through war, whatever, you know. So you kind of, it's easier being single. When I was in the Air Force, I wasn't married. I was single. But like I said, I had some girlfriends here and there, but it was just it's easier when you're single. So shout out to all the service members and their families for all that you do for the country.
For sure.
Time literally stops when you're in service. And when you're just a civilian, it just keeps going and people forget you.
Yeah.
And people it's just completely different. You're still stuck in this 1 year. And to everybody else is like, no, we're way ahead. Yeah.
It's like music come out so fast.
Yeah, you're like, oh my God, really?
Like, what is that?
Yeah, I was deployed when memes started happening, so I didn't know what not a meme, I'm sorry, Vines. You remember when Vines was out? That's already gone, but I was deployed and that was happening. And I'm like, what is a Vine? I don't do it for the Vine. I don't know what that is. I was
the kids are basically just like, put them in the coffin. I'm like, what? What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's funny.
So what would you want people to know about being single?
It's not the end of the world. There's really no age. I'm 29 and I'll be 30 at the end of the year. And our biological clock do start ticking.
By our, you mean women?
Yeah, by women. Yeah.
Men have a biological clock too.
Oh man.
Yeah, but it's just y'all don't have to carry the baby. So we're thinking about the fact that we got to carry this baby for 9 months.
So y'all
and
afraid
then deliver it.
Are you afraid that you might die through delivery?
It's just if you're not already as healthy as you could be before you get pregnant and actually have the baby, it can be a lot of complications. So it's just easier on the mother and on the baby if you're physically fit to have the child. It's not, age is a factor, but I really only say that if you're not fit to have a baby.
But physically. Then they also say once you start to get into your 40s that, it just well, I guess you're right about the health thing, but they also said it increases the chance of your child
having birth defects and stuff.
Yeah, but there's plenty of women that have babies in their 40s and it's fine. You know? I think I don't know. I don't know the statistics, but I know there's a lot of women. But just men need to realize that is a real concern. It's a real biological concern.
Yeah.
Y'all can just have babies a lot later in life than we can. Eventually we'll go through menopause and you might still be able to have a baby at 70 years old or something like that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But women have already gone through menopause by that time, right? You know?
Yeah.
So it's a real thing. Huh?
It can be reversed, I had a couple of stories in the Bible. Older ladies having babies.
Okay. Well, I don't want to be old having a baby though.
Yeah.
So that's my concern at this point. Is basically getting more physically fit to have children and to pop them out.
Right.
I've decided that I only want to.
After being here with our little crumb snatchers.
No, I mean, it's definitely dwindled down over the years. I used to want 8 kids.
Oh, Lord.
No.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. I used to tell Mama that all the time. I want 8 kids. And she was like, huh, keep living.
Can't imagine having 8 kids.
Yeah.
I can't.
All I keep saying is I don't see how our grandmothers did it. 11, 12, 8, 14. Ooh, Jesus. How? I don't even see how it's possible. I don't get it. I don't understand how they did it.
I mean, I guess you had to. Back then, it's it wasn't, it wasn't any condoms, wasn't birth control. What you gonna do?
Pull out method.
Well,
I didn't even know what that was.
Yeah, probably didn't know nothing about ovulation periods and nothing like that. Who knows? I don't know. But,
oh my goodness.
Oh, okay.
So do you have do you have, like, being single, do you have like a single bucket list that you have? Do you have that?
Yeah, I just want to travel some more.
Yeah.
Like, I do want to take a lone trip. Like, I want to go like
To
backpack through Europe or something
Mhm.
just by myself.
30 days.
Yeah, something like that. I would really like to do that for myself.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, just I don't have to be anywhere at any particular time. I don't have to ask the other person, "Hey, how are you feeling? You up for this?" Or
Right.
you know what I mean? Just literally
Just go
just go.
and just.
Yeah, I would really love to do that for myself. And I know we was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for my 30th birthday, and I was saying, yeah, I think I want to go take a trip across Europe or something.
Mhm.
But I think that would be really cool to take just a lone trip.
We have some European listeners. I see some from.
Holla at me.
Right.
Yeah.
All
Cecily
in the UK
Deshay.
and Spain, Italy, all that. So watch out. You might see Cecily in the streets.
Yeah,
The mean streets of Florence.
London. That's England is my place.
Yeah.
I have to go to England.
England is cool. For me, it's just,
He be talking about me in my shows because I be watching The Crown and stuff. And
Oh, yeah.
The Last Tsar, although that's Russian.
Yeah, they're
But
very, very conservative over there. Very conservative.
that's just a TV show.
Well, I'm talking about my experience. Yeah, my experiences, and the weather is not. We live in LA, so we pay for this weather, and this weather is awesome. But you go to England, it's like the times that I've been over there, it's like cloudy and rainy. And
See, I just imagine I'm in a Harry Potter film. And
oh my gosh, Harry
I
Potter.
can only go so far.
I really scared. I was just a few years beyond. Well, I don't know. A lot of people my age definitely still love Harry Potter, but I don't get it. Cecily's always loved Harry Potter.
I sure have. My sister was so sweet. She used to take me to the midnight book openings for Barnes and Noble.
I said, look at these weirdos.
Go wake her. I would go wake her up, and she'd be like, "Hey," she would take me every single time.
I took her to a midnight release of a book.
Yeah,
like where they do that at? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And these little kids running around in their capes and their little wands and their little scar on their forehead, little Harry Potter scar on their forehead.
I did get sorted at the WB Studios, and I am a Gryffindor.
Hold on, say that again.
I got sorted by the sorting
All the
hat.
Harry Potter people know what she's talking about.
Yeah,
so
they
sorted?
know.
Like a knight?
No, they know what I'm talking about.
Got your head cut off?
No.
Yeah, sorted.
We ain't gonna go into detail. But it's okay. The
Okay.
Harry Potter fans know exactly what she's talking about.
So
unfortunately, I'm not a
daughter
fan, but I know the crap because I was exposed to
crap.
So you was a daughter of the Griffin family?
I am House Gryffindor.
Jason ain't gonna let it go.
Yeah,
the kids when they went to school, they would get separated into different houses. So it was just like they little fraternities,
kind of like Game of Thrones.
No,
they got a house.
Well, yeah. So.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So that basically this hat, they would put a hat over their head.
The Lannisters would be Slytherin.
Oh
yes.
yeah, and the hat would say, "Okay, you're going to this house."
Yeah,
okay.
The hat. So they call it sorted.
Oh, sorted.
Yeah. Sorted.
Oh, I'm thinking like a sword.
No.
Sworded.
Like, sorry, my southern accent.
Nah, it's all okay. Well, that's okay, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's official. What you went? Like I don't.
Yeah, I went to the WB Studios.
And here.
Yeah.
In Burbank?
Ashley took me the last time I was here.
Yeah.
Hold up.
So actually, it was last year that I was here.
I'm still taking her to Harry Potter stuff.
Yeah.
You're 29 though.
But it's real. Like I've met another person that was like 27, 28, and they still love Harry Potter. They opened up the Harry Potter theme park. Oh my God, I can't wait to go to see Harry Potter.
Dude, I had Harry Potter sheets. I had a Harry Potter postcard book. I had a Harry Potter journal. Like, I was Harry Potter crazy. I knew I was going to marry Daniel Radcliffe.
And I was like,
I had his poster on my wall. Yeah, man.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I have a thing for the black hair and the blue eyes or something. Because, you know, my love for Henry Cavill.
Yeah, Henry Cavill. If you're listening to this episode, my
Who is
sister,
that?
the
Superman.
the
The one
last
with the
one.
beard.
Well, he had a beard.
It was like the
He was in the last Mission Impossible. He was a
Yeah.
big swole dude.
Yes. Oh, my God.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
You watched the last Mission Impossible, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, I mean, I don't want to give out any spoilers, but you know,
Ain't that like a couple of years old?
No, it's like a year old now.
Yeah. If you haven't watched Mission Impossible by now, press pause
He
and
was
go
in the
watch it.
Tudors. Well, yeah, that's
He
my
didn't watch
British
the
shows.
Tudors?
That's my British shows.
Yeah,
anyways,
super.
so yeah, she's in love with this guy. So.
Okay. Shout out to him. Share the podcast, brother.
Yeah. So back to what we were talking about. You know, when I was single, I really did hear a sermon that really helped me out a lot. As far as like what you've been saying about just like enjoying your life and just really preparing yourself, just becoming a complete and whole person.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because as we've been talking about like relationship stuff, it's better. I've been talking about self-love. It's basically the only way you can really love somebody is if you love yourself.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, when you're single, finding out who you are and really learning how to love yourself and be good to yourself and, you know, and having those experiences or whatever. So once you get married, then you won't feel like you're missing out on something or
Right.
whatever. Because I definitely don't feel like I'm missing out on anything
Man,
for
shoot,
sure.
no.
Oh,
I ain't
gosh.
missing out on nothing. I done did my life.
Yeah.
My single life. That's a wrap.
Yeah. But I
Yeah.
think I've said in the previous episodes, just like, you know, learning how to, you say you want a family, you need to learn how to like, hey, learn how to manage a house, you know, because just because
Right.
you have a job doesn't mean you know, you don't need to manage your household. Like you have to
Right.
learn how to have a job and manage the house once you
Right.
have kids. So you got to be thinking about these things now and
Right.
preparing yourself for life, married
Right.
life, if that's what you intend to do.
I
Some
also
people don't
think
intend
that-
to get married though. So
I also think that that's another big misconception with the younger generation. I don't think they understand how much work marriage is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of work.
Mhm.
And I don't have any illusions about that work at
Yeah.
all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's not over. It's just the beginning. Once
Yeah.
you get married, it's like, oh my God, I've reached this pinnacle. And they just forget about all this work there. But you just literally got this job. Now you have to, you know, perform.
yeah.
You basically got
So-
to become just a more efficient self. You got to be
Yeah.
very efficient when you're married,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
To help the marriage go, flow.
Smoothly, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so do you think that you're gonna have any difficulties adjusting as we talk about work and stuff?
I don't think I adjust very fast to things.
Mm-hmm.
Probably because of the army.
Yeah.
One of the reasons. I just adjust pretty fast. But I do know that I worry about it sometimes. That's the reason why I invest a lot of time in watching relationship videos like Esther Perel and stuff, because I didn't grow up seeing a successful marriage. Like I literally only saw one, and that was our cousin Courtney and Shamika, because they got married early on. But
and I think that's a lot of people. Like a lot of people out here are experience divorce. You know, 'cause especially if 50% of marriages fail, then that means a lot of us have seen
right.
divorce. So go ahead.
So I think that I would definitely I would definitely keep in touch with myself, like, hey, am I doing a good job in this area or in that area? Like I think I would be constantly thinking that, because I'm not sure. I know how to be. I would even know how to excel at being a single parent, because that's what I've seen.
Yeah.
Other, than rather than just being excellent at being a wife and a mother,
Right.
as well, like sharing the responsibility.
Right.
Like I'm trying to get knowledge on how to do that, because that I've never really seen that.
Mm-hmm.
But I know I would do excellent as a single parent. You know, I've
Even
been
though it's
trained
tougher,
for that. Yeah, I've been trained for that. But
what babe? What do you think it's tougher being a single parent?
Oh yeah,
yeah, for
parent?
sure.
absolutely.
But what if your spouse is not as helpful? You know, like, do you think there's more of a burden?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's all
Yeah.
situational, but yeah,
Mhm.
no,
Yeah.
if your child, if your parent, if your spouse is like another
It's
child,
like
then
3
yeah,
kids.
Yeah.
absolutely.
I'm gonna have to get rid of you
Yeah.
if you do that. No, because I've gotten to the point where my love language has changed. You definitely used to be just it still is words of affirmation first,
Mm-hmm.
and then physical touch second.
Mm-hmm.
But acts of service used to be like way at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like on the same line now as physical touch. It's like equally important now.
Right.
Because I can't, if I have to constantly come behind you and do something after you or berate you like I'm your mother or something, I'm gonna get really irritated.
Right.
Like, I just want you to use your own intelligence to figure something out and not constantly depend on me. If you just need encouragement, or I see you working on a problem and you just need a little bit, more hammering. Yeah, I'm gonna jump in there like, oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna push you away a lot faster if you're if you just if you just completely dependent on me for everything.
Right.
I'm gonna push you away.
Mm-hmm.
So I already know that's just something that I cannot do anymore.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Yeah,
I can't do
I'm
it.
not attracted to that at all either.
Yeah.
So
Right.
no.
I used to think that was me being a good girlfriend, like, but that's not true.
So you don't want to deal with a project, basically.
No, I don't want no projects. I want you to be an already well-established man. You know what you want. You doing it. And if you're not doing it, you have plans to do it, and you're literally working on those plans.
Basically, a lot of your mistakes.
Because we're getting older now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like,
for no BS.
yeah, I mean, what I was willing to deal with when I was 19 is totally different than what I'm willing to deal with now. You know, because come on now, like we supposed to be learning and growing.
Yeah.
So he need to have friends now. I learned that's a huge thing for me now.
Yeah.
Because
can you please say that again? Because I know a lot of ladies out there, some I dealt with in the past, they try to keep you away from your friends.
No, encourage that.
Yeah,
right. Friends are important.
Your friends,
right.
Yes.
Don't think they're out doing bad.
Right.
Let them get that male bonding in because it's important.
They need it, for sure.
Well, make sure you know that I'm not like that. Let's just put that out there.
What are you talking about?
Because you said a lot of females you dealt with in the past. I just want to make sure people know.
We're in the present.
Yeah, I don't think.
And you're my future.
His friends are very important to him. I don't think he would have.
Oh, yeah, he did.
He would.
What?
Did what?
I don't think he would have allowed that. Like
a girl to keep him away from his friends.
Yeah, probably when you was younger, maybe. But the older you got, like, hey, these are my guys. These are my boys. You know, like I need this. I need them in my life.
Right.
You know? Yeah. So I was just in that situation. With this last one, I felt really bad for him because he didn't have any family, and I come from a huge family, so I don't even know what that's like.
Right.
Like when I'm like, oh my God, like the nurturing in me just like want to hold you and be like, you have no family, I'm gonna take care of you, and so he has to have family, some sort of family. If that's your friends and you are, adopted or something, okay, you have friends and you've created your own family,
right?
And so I was telling him that all the time. You need to create your own family then, So that's really important for me now. You have to have friends. You gotta have family,
right? So you talked about a man being well established, right? By the time you're 40, you should be somewhat well on your way. So what about debt? What if there's a man that has like $100,000 student loan debt, or I don't know, some bankruptcy? What do you bad credit? We talk because it's a lot of nice looking men out there that got their head on the shoulders, but just kind of made some bad decisions when they was younger. They're still kind of pulling out of that credit score about 450. What do you do to them? Do you give them a shot or what?
If we even get to that point of having a conversation about finances, then it just depends on what our goals are.
Yeah.
And if you have a plan to build up that credit score and you seeing about that plan, or
if you just care about it or not.
$100K in debt, that's a bit much for me.
Yeah.
We're going to be, unless you come up with some $50 million app or something to get us out of the, to get yourself out of this debt.
Yeah.
Before it becomes mine as well.
Right.
I'm a bit, I grew up poor, so I don't like excessive amounts of debt.
Right.
That makes me anxious.
Yeah.
Like it really does.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what are we gonna do?
Right.
And I actually learned that I need to keep money, and I can't really be with somebody who doesn't have money, because I'm still working on it. But my self-esteem is based off how much is in my account.
Oh wow!
So it's really low.
Yeah.
If my funds are really low, I'm depressed. I'm not happy. I'm stress eating. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not good. And I've been trying to figure out how to detach it.
Right.
And I was like, I'm probably gonna need therapy, because I'm not sure how to go about that by myself.
Yeah.
And then once I have money, everything is fine. It's every single possibility in the world. Like, it's not that bad, But so I've learned that about myself throughout the years. Like, I have to have money. I have to keep it.
Right.
And I can't be with somebody who don't even have like a system on how to get money, how to keep money, how to save money.
Right.
Because it's not going to be good.
Right.
Like, I can't. Like, you won't get the best Cecily. You're going to get some monster.
You won't respect.
Yeah.
You won't respect that. You won't respect them as much.
Yeah. I don't even know what that's called. I'm going to have to do some research or something and probably speak to a therapist about that.
Yeah, I think that's actually common, because I think it is. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, because this society ties so much around money that if you don't have it, you're worthless. Just think of our homeless population. They don't have it, so we don't even almost don't even look at them as human beings. You see what I'm saying? We don't even speak to them, don't even look their way. We ignore them like they're just animals, And so it takes a special type of person to be able to have a high self-esteem, even though their funds are low. I mean, you have to go through a couple of struggles really to kind of get used to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been down a few times, and I always been optimistic type of person. So I always knew I was gonna climb back out of it, and I always did. So because it's a mindset, and I'm not worried about my bank account. It's just I will bet on myself on any day, because I know I'm gonna come up with something to get out of it, and then I'll push myself to even greater heights. So I think you just got to go through it a few times. We don't want you to, but I think it's common, and I think it's a very small percentage of people that can have high self-esteem with low funds.
So anything else you would like for people to know about being single, or like for people to stop asking you, or or just anything else you want to add?
Instagram handle, you want to put your Instagram out there?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at Cecily -Deshay.
Spell that for us.
It's Cecily dash. Well, it's actually an underscore.
Underscore. Okay.
DESHAE.
Okay.
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah. But just enjoy your single life. Go to art museums. Go to some ballets. Go to
a symphony orchestra.
Go dance. Go meet new people and like build deep relationships with a few people. It doesn't have to be a whole bunch of people. Just build deep relationships. Go volunteer. Learn a new language if you want to, you know. Right. Learn to play an instrument. It's so many possibilities. And if you can't think of any simple, you know, just go Google it and write it down and keep it in front of you. And that'll help you just work on yourself more and actually enjoy your singledom until this one person comes that you feel like, oh, okay. I think I'll accept your proposal, you know. Otherwise, just keep dating and just keep having fun. Keep having fun.
Yeah, I remember. Go ahead.
Real quick. So you put your Instagram out there. Mm-hmm. So you're gonna get DM'd for my people that don't know. That's direct messaged. So she's gonna get direct message on Instagram. So what advice could you give to that young man or that 40-year-old man? Well, you're probably not gonna get DM if it's. But what are you looking for in that DM message? What are you looking for? Because a lot of girls don't want to be DM'd. They don't accept it that way. So what are you looking for in that message?
State your name. You have a faith base. And preferably Christian faith base, that you are kind and courageous and you're looking to be married and to be a father and you want to talk to me and, you know, we can chat over the phone and meet up at some point and just take it from there, you know. But I don't mind being DM'd at all as long as it's an appropriate message and not like some craziness that I normally get.
Eggplant and cherries.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
And I'm like, wait, what?
Some emojis.
Yeah, the emojis. Eggplants. Like, what is this? I was so slow. I didn't know what that was. Like, what?
Yeah.
You get plenty of eggplant. Don't worry about that. So what you about to say, love?
Yes, I was just going to say about that having fun part. You know, yeah, that's very important. You know, whether you male or female, just go about being your beautiful self and enjoying your life and having fun, and you will attract the right person to you. You know?
Yeah. A happy person is always an attractive person.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You know, being happy and confident and just... Yeah, that's my biggest thing.
Just love yourself.
Just love yourself. Yeah.
Everybody can tell if you're loving yourself. If you don't feel like you're loving yourself, you can't look in yourself in the mirror and you can't see a smile on your face. Then guess what? You got to figure out, what am I missing for me to love myself, right? So that's the most important thing about being single. Again, be patient. Love yourself and enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Right?
Enjoy your life.
Yeah.
Right.
And
once
everything
a wife,
is just falling in place.
Always a wife. Once a mother, always a mother. You know, it's I don't care if it's an EX in front of that wife. You're always
right.
You always have that title. So, you know, just enjoy it. Enjoy yourself. Love yourself.
Well, I guess that wraps it up for this day's episode of Loveology Podcast. We hope you enjoyed another single special, right? Cecily, we definitely enjoyed your stay here in Los Angeles. Now you got to go back to the East Coast.
Yeah, I had fun. I had fun with my babies.
Yep. Thank you for being on the podcast and sharing your wisdom.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome.
And go ahead, love. Anything else?
Oh, just thanks for helping me with your niece and nephew.
Right. Yeah.
It was my pleasure.
So if you like what you heard today, you know, some single people out there, please share this podcast, you know, and if you want to rate and review, you can go to all the different platforms. We're on iHeartRadio now. Radio Public.
We everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, Spotify. Come on, with YouTube, you can look at some of our discussions on live discussions on YouTube. But if you want to see it live, you go to Facebook. We're on it every Wednesday. So, again, thank you guys. Thank you, Loveologists, for all you do. Keep sharing the love, and we will catch y'all next time. Holla, holla back. Like, what's that? Holla back, youngin'. Ooh, ooh. That was a little old. Okay.
I don't know what he talking about.
I immediately thought about Gwen Stefani's song, Holla Back Girl. I don't know what you're talking about.
That was Fabulous. Holla back, youngin'. Ooh, ooh.
Oh, okay.
Holla back.
You've been listening to the Loveology Podcast. Did you have fun with us today? Tell a friend about our show. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to keep the conversation going. Be sure to subscribe so you'll never miss an episode. Visit us at loveologypodcast.com. Thanks for listening. Until next time, Loveologists.